good afternoon, or maybe nearly evening by the time this video goes up. It is, what day is it? It's Wednesday. Today we are going to be talking about something that lots of you have commented on and want to see some more information on, and I'm going to give you what you've asked for. We are going to be using the laser engraver on not only 3D printed item, but also lots of other things. I thought, you know what, why not, let's just do a laser video. Hence the title was probably a bit of a giveaway. It really is that. So I've had my LaserPecker LP2 Plus for a while this year, and I've tried it with the 3D printing, and I'll show you how that goes and what I have found. Bear in mind, this laser etcher is a 10-watt diode laser. There are different types of lasers, not to be confused with fiber lasers, CO2 lasers. There's lots of lasers out there, and the diode isn't probably the best for 3D prints for the plastic, but it does work, as I'll show you shortly. So there's the first little sneak peek. It's very good for other stuff, which you're going to see. And if you're a creator, a maker, and you like doing stuff like I do, you will find it pretty amazing, as I do. So I'm going to stick you over here. Well, let's show you that. Let's show you it first. So here we have the LaserPecker LP2 Plus. Next to it, as you'll see, are lots of items. I have got one of my NFC tags that I've made. That is made of PLA. We've got some cork, leatherette, some other type of cork, some wood, different types of wood, a slate coaster, a aluminium plastic covered business card, and an NFC wooden business card. So we are going to have a go at lasering all of those different things on this little beauty. And there is an app which is called, funnily enough, the LaserPecker. So this is the app you get, and this is what we're going to be using. Let's put you up there. Now I'll have to probably move you around as we do stuff. Now I got this laser, one, because it was on the cheaper side. You can get you can get mad with lasers, you can spend loads of money, but I didn't have loads of money. I just wanted one that did sort of basic etching. The LP2 before this was I think it was a 5-watt diode, and it didn't have as many features. This is a 10-watt and it has more features. So that's what we're dealing with today. Now, I was very excited when I first got the 3D printer to complement the laser, thinking, I don't know why I was thinking it, but I was thinking that you could just chuck in any 3D printed item, hey presso, bzzz, and you'd have the beautiful lasered engraving. Doesn't quite work like that. There are some anomalies which I have personally found, and we'll go through those as we do it. So I'm going to move you shortly to a bit more of a location where you can see what's going on. And the first thing we're going to start with is which is what you want to see, I bet, because lots of you have asked, can we laser PLA prints? Wait there. Right, okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that off. That's our safety cover. The laser won't actually work without that on. I've already put a little guide in there for our little tag. So I'm going to turn that around. You can see the back. That is just a matte back. Now I have to lean it on something because it's at an angle slightly. So I have to lean it on something so that it's level. Otherwise, because I've got the YouTube print on the back, there's a bit of a rise, as you can see. So I've got to turn it over, put something underneath to raise one end, and then it's nice and flat. So that's what we're doing. Now with this app, I've already got something set up. We're just going to laser some words onto it. And what we do here is we press preview on here, press preview, and what happens then, I don't know if you can hear that because I've got the microphone on, but it's making a bit of a noise. There's a red dot, and by pressing the up and down button on here, you focus that red dot so that it's one red dot and not two, because if you go out of focus it will move and it'll become two red dots. So we're on target there, look. That's exactly where we want it. So put the cover on, because as I said, it won't work without that. Let's go back to here. So we want to press next. General engraving settings is what we want. Next. 1K, because it's letters and not a picture. That is now sending the file to the laser. I've already put it on acrylic, look. And then this one's got 3 settings. That is the power, so 45%. It's already got a setting set in already. 20% depth of the laser, and that's worked out on where the focus is. And 1 pass. We are actually going to do more than 1 pass, but let me show you 1 pass first. Here we go. So there is 1 pass. Let's have a look, see how well you can see. And that is what we've got. Now, I don't know how well you can see that on, because I've only got a tiny screen here. Let's put that back on. But what we're going to do, because I've already had a go with this, we are going to change it to 3 more passes. So I've just changed the settings. Look, 3 passes on there. Let's go back, press start, and it's literally going to do that same thing it did right at the start, but it's going to do it 3 times. Because I practiced it before, and on black matte PLA, 3 passes on those settings does appear to be pretty effective. So there we go, we're all done. It's now finished. Let's get it out. Are you ready? And there we have it. Here is the finished item, which is okay. I mean, you could do more passes and that would get deeper and more effective. But yeah, it does work. I like the kind of subtle look, because this NFC tag goes to my YouTube channel. Obviously the 3D tailor on it suits it quite nicely, so it's a little bit more subtle. So that is, as you've requested, that is what it's like. Now, I have found different colours have different effects. Black seems to be quite good, and actually orange was pretty good too. Some of these sort of brighter, vibrant colours are quite good. But white and blue, I suppose because a laser is blue, white and blue just don't laser very well at all. All the other colours seem not too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it on the same text for now, so that you can see roughly the difference of when we do other things in comparison to our tag. So next, what we're going to do, this is quite fun actually, these what do you call them, key rings. I forgot what key ring was called then. Key rings are quite good, so let's get you over here. So we're going to have a go with this. It's Leatherette. It's not real leather, it's Leatherette. We'll stick it in there. Let's just say I wanted something with my logo on, or name on in this case. So let's go to our phone. So we're now in a line. Again, we're going to preview so that we can focus it. And you can see there, look. I think we'll probably get away with doing that a little bit bigger. So I can resize it here by just dragging that over like that. And then we can move it so it's nice. Straighten it a little bit. Okay, that'll as much do it, I suppose. I don't think it's completely straight, but we're going to give it a whirl. It's really bad, actually. Right, there it is. So he's in there. We've got to put this on because it won't, as I said, it won't work without that, and I can't do it with one hand. That's in there. We'll go back to our app. What we need to do now is press next. Laser engraving, next. 1K because it's words. And then we want to change from acrylic and we want to find Leatherette, which is there. Press OK and it automatically puts the settings in for you. So I'm going to press start. Oh, I had it on 3 passes, didn't I? I forgot to change it. Right. Which doesn't really matter, actually, but... And so there we have it. There is 3 passes on Leatherette, giving you a Leatherette keyring. So yeah, not all Leatherettes are going to be the same. You might notice I've done 3 passes on that one. I was going to do more than one anyway, but I just happened to leave it on 3 and it did all 3. So you can see what happens there. What we'll do next is we are going to have a go at some... No, we'll do cork first. Cork's very effective. Cork is so effective, I'm actually going to get something a little bit more difficult for it to do. So you wait there a second. Okie dokie. So we have got a cork coaster and it's just a round self-adhesive coaster that's sticky on the back. So we are going to press preview and that is going to give us our preview. I've got to put my glasses on a minute, I'm so blind. Right. So the dot already is pretty much in focus, so we don't need to worry. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Like that, and I can move it around, because on here, when I move it around, that moves that around there. So you don't have to move the item that's underneath the laser, which is quite handy. So that'll do. Then we need to put our cover on, because obviously it won't work without it. Go down to here, press next, next. Now this has got 2 different shades. So we go away from using 1K because there's 2 different shades, and we'll use 2K so that it differentiates the shades a little bit better. If it were a proper picture, we'd go to 4K, then it would pick out and depict. So we're going to go to that. It's in transit, as you can see, sending it to the laser. Now we need to change this to a cork coaster. Press OK. We want 1 pass, just like that. Now let's have a look. Sending it now. Let's move that so we can see the reflection of it. Alright, here we go. Now, as you can see, because we've gone up a K from 1K to 2K, it will take a little bit longer because it's being more accurate and it's pinpointing in more focus, the laser. Okay, and as if by magic, second pass done. And as you can see, the detail is far greater. So let's pick her out. And there she is, look. Now that is pretty good detail, I would suggest. That's quite nice. I'll tell you how I've used that application is I did my Stranger Things coaster, and on the back I did that. Not really sure why, but because I can, I suppose. So yeah, so that's how good it is on the coasters. Right, let's just move the stuff around here a minute. Okay, what we're going to do now is you can also get these little coaster stickers. So we're going to have a little bit of a go on one of those. Let's spin you around, look. This is like a cork sticker. So it's a sticker essentially, so you can label something, but it gives you the ability to be able to put a laser etching on it. So wait there, I'm just going to go and get us a nice little picture for this one. Right, okay, on this one we are going to be doing a little karate man. I did something for my father-in-law recently using this. It looks quite good. So let's stick the old cover on. Next, and this one we are going to do 4K on this one, and this will take a lot longer, I will warn you, although I'll probably zip through it for you. Okay, so we're cork coaster, 4K, go. Right, okay, that one is finished. That one took about 6 minutes, but as you can see, if I can focus it, the detail is absolutely brilliant. That's the difference between the 1K and the 4K. It doesn't half put the detail in. So what I think we'll do is we will keep the same picture so that we can give you a comparison, because if you wanted it, you'd want to see what the comparison was between the images. So we'll stick with either my logo or Mr. Karate Man, and we'll see what it comes out like. I think we'll go up a stage now. I'm going to go to some wood. So that's going to be the next thing. So I think firstly we shall try this, I don't know what we call this, plywood of some sort of plywood. So let's chuck that in. Preview first, and then we can size it. I think we'll make it quite large. We'll stick him in the middle, even bigger. Let's stick him in the middle there. Just like that. Right, okay, that took a good 10 minutes, and just for transparency I had to change the settings to 2K and turn up the power because it wasn't even touching it. So there we have it. Let's get her out. As you can see, that is very, very good. Right, so she's set up, look. Oh, that smells lovely. Real piece of wood. Okay, let's go over to here. Let's go next. We're going to leave it at 2K again. And I'm probably going to leave the same settings. I put it on bamboo strip actually. We're going to leave it on the same settings. So let's give this one a whirl. Okay, that's done. Let's have a look at that. Oh, that's nice. So here you are, your slice of wood. I found proper wood actually comes out really, really nicely. That does look really, really good. Right, so there is the 2 bits of wood. The next thing I'm going to do with the same picture is slate, because that is slightly different, because we do a different process with this. Okay, I did a bit of prep there. What we do is we choose black and white, so we tick the black and white button there, and then here you can see a thing that says invert. So we invert that. And the reason we do that with a slate is because everything that's black is going to turn that whitish, or the very, very light grey, and leave the stuff that's black on here the slate colour. Hence why we need to turn that. So, did you get your head around that? Oh, we haven't got that. Let's preview. Okay, so we need on this one to have the size of it, the entire size of the slate on the top, because obviously it's going to laser off a lot of the layers. You'll see what I mean in a minute. It'll all make sense. Okay, so let's go to here. Go next, next. We want 2K. Send the file again. And then what we want to do is we want to change that obviously now to, if we can find slate. There we go, slate slab. Press OK, and you can see here that the strength has gone right up. I've done this a few times already, so I'm going to turn that up a little bit further, and you can see here it's automatically chosen 3 passes as well. So let's go back over here. Right, okay, this one is just finishing, as you can see. All done, complete. Wow, let's have a reveal. And there she is. The slates are actually really impressive, considering that stone. Look at that. And that is why you invert it. You actually leave the bits that you're going to be black, and you actually laser the bits around. So that is pretty impressive, isn't it? That's really warm, actually. Right, so far we've got a bit of a comparison of different products here. Now, let's just put you down a minute. The most exciting ones, I think, are these two real world applications. These are business cards. Now, we're going to do this one first. This is the wooden one. So this has got an NFC chip in it. You buy them like that. I bought that from Amazon. 20 for £18 or something like that. I'll put the links in if I remember. I will. Actually, I'll put the links in for all of this stuff is from Amazon. I've got because I wanted to try, test, and play with the settings and everything to see how it comes out. Comes out. The beauty with this one is, rather than traditionally you'd carry loads of business cards and you'd give business cards to everybody if you wanted people to contact you. Difference in this generation is these have the NFC chips built in. You literally scan it on your phone, any NFC phone, which is most phones now, and it will automatically go wherever you want it to go. Your website, your contact page, your phone, whatever. So you only need one, which is brilliant for sustainability, and it's brilliant to save the planet. So that is why I'm a massive fan of these. Right, I've set it up. Let's get you up here. Spin you around. Right, we are about to go for it. This is going to do 2 passes on this one. Because it can't heat it up because it's wood too much in its first go. So it will have a first pass on a slightly lower setting, but then it'll do that twice. Right, so that is finished. Let's take a look at that. Now that's nice, that. There it is, look. Right, so you get your phone, somebody comes along with their business card, and then all you literally have to do, because it's an NFC tag, is put it on, and it opens up whatever you've chosen. In this case, you click on it, and there is the 3D Tailor YouTube channel, for instance. Now you can obviously, as long as it links to the internet, you can put whatever you want, or a phone number or notes or whatever. So very, very clever. The final one we're going to have a look at, which is very effective, is this. This is, it's following me now. This is an aluminium oxide coated business card, and this looks really good when it's done. So let me set this one up and then we'll have a look at this one. This does it really quick, so you can watch this one. Wait there. Right, okay, I've set it all up ready. This one's quite quick and it's going to do a few passes, so it'll be like lightning, I think. Here we go. And this is 1K because it's just text. So there goes the first pass. And this is going to do actually 3 passes. And this is already inbuilt in the settings. You just choose aluminium oxide because that's what it is, and then whack it through like that. You do have to, after these, give them a bit of a wipe because some of the plastic and the sooty bits can come off. So we'll chuck that straight out when it's done, which it is. Like that. You can see, there it is. We'll give it a bit of a wipe. Hang on, let me do that in a minute. And there you have it, look. Once you've given it a wipe, see this soot comes off. I've done quite big bold text on this just to make a bit of a point how good it is. But you can see, look at that. It's absolutely brilliant. So if you wanted to give somebody a really posh business card, you can whip yourself one of those. So yeah, that is the laser. I think it complements sort of creativity and doing stuff, because it's just another little tool in your arsenal where you can let me try and stop walking around and shaking you. It's another little tool in your arsenal to be creative with. So yeah, I really like it. I'm going to be using it for other stuff in the future. I've already used it for stuff. Back to 3D printing momentarily, is I've discovered the Gridfinity stuff. Some of you are probably already saying, oh, I've been doing Gridfinity for ages. But on the Maker app, I've gone to the Gridfinity Studio, and I have found stuff in there which I'm just amazed at. Let's bring you over here. Currently, I am printing some of these, and they are literally the long trays that sit inside your grid system, which I've done a 5x5 square, so I can fit 5 of these on my 5x5, and these are absolutely brilliant. Let's get you back round. Yeah, these are absolutely brilliant because you can put them in a drawer, and you can firstly change the sizes of everything that sits in. All of the squares are 42 millimeters, and you literally go out however many of those 42 millimeters that you want, and you can fill a drawer, make it any height, width, length, depth, anything you like, and you can make each of those things, like my long one there, smaller if you want to fit certain things. Then you can go mad with inserts, and you can start putting inserts in them, and they're just, I mean, have a look on YouTube obviously, and have a look for Gridfinity. They just blow your mind. So I'm currently doing some Gridfinity stuff, and that's to put some of my secret business idea in, which will be coming up, but because it's so good, I think some of you might want to steal it. So I'm finishing it and getting it marketed before you little pesky ones come along and pinch it. So yeah, that's the idea. I'm talking rubbish, obviously it probably won't sell, but anyway, that is in the background. Funnily enough, the postman has just been, which is quite exciting. The postman has just been. I've literally put the parcel on the floor. There is a parcel, and that, I think, is from some business that wanted to send me something. So that parcel is going to feature in the next video, funnily enough, so we can see what is in there. Yeah, they contacted me and said, do you want this for nothing? I said, of course I do. Of course I want it for nothing. So we're going to have a look in there. I'm under no obligation to do anything. We're just going to get it out, use it, and we're going to see what it does. So that'll be quite exciting. What else was I going to say? The LaserPecker LP2 Plus. If there is anybody that's got one or getting one, I'm not sponsored by the way, I bought that with my own money before I even started this channel. It's worth noting, because I follow quite a few Facebook pages, like probably you do, but this one is about this particular laser. And this one is different to some of the previous similar models. This one you set up using Wi-Fi, not Bluetooth, because I think a lot of the previous models were Bluetooth. So if you've got one and you're struggling, because I have written on quite a few posts where people are saying they can't connect it to Bluetooth, that's because it doesn't. So you put your laser on the same Wi-Fi as your phone. It must be the 2.4 gigahertz, not the 5. And so they're both on the 2.4. Then you can just connect it, and it's really, really quick, easy and simple. So just in case any of you have got one, it was awful watching these people because I went through the same struggle. Okay, so I hope all those people have asked me about laser etching, lasering, I'm not really sure the right term. I hope that has answered some of your questions about lasering. I hope I've given others a bit of an insight into actually how good they are. And how creative and effective you can be with lots of different materials, and how that can sort of come into other things you do. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It doesn't cost anything, and it just really helps the channel out. And if, I'm sure he isn't, but if the viewers watching that said it was rubbish, all my videos, I'm sorry. And it isn't a soap opera, honestly. I'm doing my best. I don't get many negative comments, and I am aware that we're going to get them. But yeah, there we go. We can't please everybody all of the time. So I hope you've enjoyed today. Give us a like. Keep the comments flowing, because I am learning something all the time, and so are you, because just today, you know who you are. You got your new printer, as excited as I am and have been, and you made the same mistake I did, but I don't think you watched my video until afterwards. And that is about printing your desiccant holders for your AMS2 Pro in PLA, and then putting them in there and then melting later on potentially when you use PETG. So please, if you've done that, change it. I did. I made that mistake, and it was you lot that pointed it out. Otherwise, I would have known no better. So thank you very, very much. Good luck to all of you with your new printers. Next week at the weekend actually, you're going to see what's in that packet, and we'll see what it does and what the results are. And I hope you've enjoyed. Let's just have another quick look at our laser etched items. I have to be honest, I like the slates. I love the idea of the business card. And there's all the other things, and the main event obviously was that you can, in fact, laser 3D prints. But there are some parameters. If you want to do it properly, go out and spend £2,000 probably on a fibre laser, which will do it far better, I've been told. Great to see you, and I'll see you at the weekend.